down by the Alabama river bend. Steam was rising where the pines begin. Built in Louisville just 3 years gone. She was the pride of the rivermen, the Orleans St. John. Stacked high with cotton and yellow pine, golden freight for that southern line. 100 souls with their hopes aboard, running the current near Bridgeport Ford. Then a spark flew out from the boiler flame, caught the pine wood deck, too fast to tame. 3 short minutes and the cabin's gone. Lord have mercy on the Orleans St. John. Men leapt overboard, the women cried. The river was dark and the banks were wide. Pilot aimed her toward the canebrake shore, but the fire outran what the wheel could score. Some said 40, some said more. Bodies drifted down past the Camden shore. The books and logs were burned away, so the count of the dead was the river's to say. Smoke rose high where the moonlight shone. Every timber sang the same sad tone. She was glory once, now her glory's gone. Cried the river for the Orleans St. John. They came with grapples and chains of steel, dragging the bottom for the lost payroll seal. But they found no chest, just the current's moan. The gold was gone where the wreck lay long. Came whispering months downstream of a man in Orleans with a trader's gleam. Bought a house with coin, no need for bond. Looked like the captain of the Orleans St. John. Some say he died and the tale's just wrong. Others swear they saw him move along, smiling wide with no devil's bond. Paid in gold for the Orleans St. John. Time keeps rolling and the current's strong. Names forgotten but the tale lives long. Heaven light the way where the lost have gone, and sing for the souls of the Orleans St. John. They say the river keeps what man can own, and it don't give back what it's already shown. If you pass that bend when the moon is strong, you'll hear a ghost whistle calling Orleans St. John.
Sheriff rode in with the morning dust, badge on his chest, eyes cold with rust. Said, you've been loafing, boy, the county's got a need. Sign your mark right here, you'll work off that fee. I said, Sheriff, I done nothing, just a poor man trying to live. He laughed and spat tobacco, said, son, the mind can forgive. Chains on my wrist, dust in my mouth, they sent me down south of town to a hole in the earth where the daylight dies and the law can't hear the sound. The cage dropped fast and the air turned black. The heat like hell and there's no way back. Men coughing, cursing, picking at the seam, working off a sentence in somebody else's dream. Iron sweat and sulfur smoke, shirt stuck tight like clay. You dig or die, there's no parole, just a whistle at the end of day. Tag 141 on the tally board line. Sunday morning air was still, I remember the quiet gave me chills in a flash like judgment. Thunder underground and the fire took the air, took every sound. Some men burned, some men prayed, some fell flat where they stood. And me, I just thought of daylight once and the dark came down for good. Tag 141 on the tally board line. Swinging slow in the Black Rock mine. Smoke rose up like the devil's breath. The sheriff rode home collecting death. The company man said ain't no crime, but the Lord was counting souls that time. They pulled us out 2 days gone, just bones and ash and prayer half sung. Some say they found my number tag, still hanging there, bent and slag. No wife to weep, no child to claim, just a rusted board with my number and name. The preacher said he worked his due, but the good Lord knows it ain't true. The earth takes what the law won't pay, and the smoke hides what the truth won't say. Ain't no justice down that line, just a boy and a tag in a banner mine. If you pass through Little Town when the mist lays low on the ground, stop by that old red clay hill where the wind through the pines stands still. You'll hear the chains in the gravel hum, the cough of men that won't succumb. And if the night feels heavy, cold and fine, you'll see that tag still swinging in time. Tag 141 on the tally board line, hanging for the soul left down the mine. No cross, no stone, no earthly sign, just a number lost in banner mine.
Before the rivers carved their bed, before the thunder rolled, this land was fire and rising stone, and oceans dark and cold. 2 continents in ancient dance collided, broken, bound, and from their clash the ridges rose, the blue-gray mountains crown. Oh, the weight of the Appalachians, older than the dreams of man. They've seen the stars and the ages fall, and outlasted every plan. From the folded spine of creation to the rivers deep and wide, lullaby. The granite cracked, the sandstone bent, the rivers found their line, and forests came like whispered prayers where salt once met the brine. The eagles claimed the highest crag, the pines a valley floor, and long before a plow or cross, the world was wild and more. Oh, the weight of the Appalachians, older than the reign of kings. They've heard the drums, the cannons roar, and every hymn man sings. Empires fade like summer storms, but ridges stand in time. The stone outlasts the glory, the rhyme outlasts the crime. So let the soldier fight his war, let rivers change their name. The mountain keeps her counsel still, unbroken all the same. For every road and story told will fade beneath her hand, and the bones of time lie folded deep beneath this ancient land. Oh, the weight of the Appalachians, the patient watching sky. They cradle all our triumphs, and they never question why. When all our names are scattered leaves and songs are but a sigh, the mountains will be standing still and silent, reaching high.
Traders came from Scotland's shore, through the Carolinas down. They built their posts by the river's bend, where the red clay met the ground. They brought the cloth, the flint, the steel, and took the hides away. And many found a home and wife where the Tallapoosa lay. The crown kept close its measured hand, no trader sold alone. Each license held the king's command, each debt was stamped in stone. The creeks walked proud, their ledgers fair, their hunters fed the trade, and peace flowed like a silver thread through every deal they made. But war in Spain and Europe's cause left England bled and poor. The bonds were sold, the gates unlocked, and greed walked through the door. Now any man with coin to spend could buy the license right, and deer grew scarce as fortune's friend, and hunger woke at night. Oh, the river runs both deep and wide, it carries peace and pain. The same tide feeds the trader's hand and drowns the fields in rain. The forest fell, the game ran low, the hunters lost their way, and whispers rode the southern wind of darker, colder days. The women ground the empty corn, the children cried for meat, the elders spoke of ancient oaks where none had left their seat. The rivers heard the fevered prayer of nations growing thin, and through the pines the silence came where voices once had been. Oh, the river runs both deep and wide, it carries peace and pain. The same tide feeds the trader's hand and drowns the fields in rain. The forest fell, the game ran low, the hunters lost their way, and whispers rode the southern wind of darker, colder days.
They rode from northern plains through forests dark and deep to call the southern nations forth from hunger's restless sleep. He spoke of fire, he spoke of blood, of prophets and the sign of lands reclaimed by warrior hands and vengeance long divine. At Hickory Ground the council met where red sticks split the flame. The young men swore by sacred blood to cleanse the white man's stain. They turned on kin who wore the coats of Jackson's marching line, and brother fell on brother's spear in war's unholy rhyme. Raise your rifles, sound the cry, the rivers burn, the eagles fly. From Tallapoosa to Tuckabashie, the nations bleed, the children die. The drums of war beat loud and long through thunder, smoke, and rain, and the red earth drinks her sons again in the war that bears no name. Fort Mims went down in blood and flame where women's voices cried, and Jackson swore by heaven's name he'd see the dead repaid. Through mud and storm his columns marched from Mobile's misty sound, till cannon fire at Horseshoe Bend tore freedom from the ground. Raise your rifles, sound the cry, the rivers burn, the eagles fly. From Tallapoosa to Tuckabashie, the nations bleed, the children die. The drums of war beat loud and long through thunder, smoke, and rain, and the red earth drinks her sons again in the war no name. Minowa fought and would not yield, though shot and torn he lay. He called his warriors to the shield and crawled into the day. The smoke rose high on broken pines where Jackson stood and stared, and carved a treaty line in blood where no man's soul was spared. Raise your rifle, sound the cry. The rivers burn, the eagles fly. The sky runs red, the drums reply. And nations fall and fade. The Tallapoosa whispers still of glory, grief, and pain, where the red sticks burned and heroes died, and nothing rose again. And rose again. And rose again.
The smoke had cleared, the guns grown cold, the treaties inked in lies. The generals shook their polished hands, while the broken turned their eyes. They'd fought beside old Jackson's men at Tohopeka's deadly shore, but the ink ran red on the paper's edge, and home was theirs no more. Walk that road, the broken road, through rain and frozen tears. The heart forgets the songs it sang across the vanished years. The river weeps where the lodges stood. The pines remember still how freedom died in the promise made and bent to a stranger's will. They gathered them in Georgia's fields, in Alabama's shade. The old, the sick, the mother's arms, all debts the nation paid. They marched them west past Tennessee, past hunger, death, and snow. And every mile a memory fell along that sorrow's road. Walk that road, the broken road, through rain and frozen tears. The heart forgets the songs it sang across the vanished years. The river weeps where the lodges stood. The pines remember still how freedom died in the promise made and bent to a stranger's will. The children dreamed of rivers wide, of hunting once again, of cedar smoke and drummer song beyond the western plain. But silence met the setting sun, where once the voices played, and the wind still hums their melody through every oak and grave. Walk that road, the broken road, till till memory meets the rain. The past lies deep beneath the clay, but the river speaks their names. From Tallapoosa's silver bend to where the red earth flows, the land remembers every step upon the broken road.
They caught me cold at Vicksburg town. My musket lost my colors down. They offered bread and one hard choice, wear Union blue or lose my voice. I took the oath, I rode away to fight where sunset fades to gray. They called us new men, galvanized, but rust still bled behind our eyes.
Every hero's someone's enemy. Every flag can fade and fray. Brave or scared, it's hard to see which side the Lord will weigh. We all march for different dreams, but bleed the same when falling free. In the book of time and memory, every hero someone's enemy. They sent us west through dust and heat to guard the trails where two worlds meet, with Pawnee scouts who rode ahead and sang to ghosts their fathers fed. One rode close, his eyes were flame. He asked my heart, he asked my name. Said, you left yours, I left mine too. Now both of us wear borrowed blue. Every hero's someone's enemy. Every truth's a twisted plea. He fights for home and I for peace, but we ain't what we used to be. We all ride under borrowed skies and wonder what's our destiny. In the mirror of our battle cries, every hero someone's enemy. The graves grow grass where blood was laid. They'll call me brave or call me base. I've seen both sides of grace. My guide lies near the canyon rim. His people whisper still of him. Maybe God in his decree knows we both fought to be free. Every hero's someone's enemy. Every saint has scars to see. There's no clean hands in victory, just men and frailty. So raise your glass to the lost and torn, to those who fought unwillingly. For in the heart of every war is born every hero someone's enemy.
said they laid her keel beneath the merchant's name. With British hands and secret steel they built her for the game. A ship of war in disguise so fair, a cradle rocked in tide, and when she slipped the Mersey's care, she wore no flag of pride. Across to Nassau's golden shore, with Semmes to take command, they hoisted Dixie's cross once more and shook the Yankees' hand. She spread her wings on the open sea, a hawk on merchant prey. From Java's reef to Newfoundland's lee, the world was her highway. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll, with fire in your wake and coal in your soul. From the Cape to the Sound, let your story be told. Roll, Alabama, roll. 60 ships in 2 long years she sent to ocean's grave, but never took a sailor's cheer nor shunned the life she gave. From storm to calm, from dusk to dawn, the guns would thunder loud, and sailors sang a battle song so fierce and proud. Then Cherbourg's port on a Sunday morn, her final fight began. The Kearsarge waited armor worn to meet her hand to hand. They circled close on a glassy sea till iron kissed the wave, and the tide took Alabama free to her cold Atlantic grave. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll, with fire in your wake and coal in your soul. From the Cape to the Sound, let your story be told. Roll, Alabama, roll. Rust and coral claim her bones, and nations count the cost. For brave men fight to guard their homes, but every war is lost. The banners fade, the cannons sleep, and peace forgets the flame. Yet somewhere down in the blue so deep, the sea still hums her name. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll, through memory's tide and the undertow. You can't hold glory, it comes and it goes. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll. Roll, roll, Alabama, roll.
There's a cabin down the valley road by the river Silver Bend, where a boy once dreamed with a hunting hound and called him his only friend. Cornfields rolled to the Blue Ridge sky with laughter in the air, till the drums of war came echoing by and the lad was called out there. Oh, Shenandoah, keep your calm, hold the ghost that time forgot. Ashes fall where the wheat once swayed, and memory burns too hot. But the heart still knows where home should be, though the fences all are gone, and the faithful hound keeps watch for me till the morning brings me home. He marched away in gray and dust through Richmond's smoke and flame. He fought and fell, but the Lord had trust to spare his soul from shame. 3 winters long in a prison yard, he dreamt of that old porch door, of a wagon tail and a bark so loud on the hills of home once more. Oh, Shenandoah, keep your calm, hold the ghost that time forgot. Ashes fall where the wheat once swayed, and memory burns too hot.
but the heart still knows where home should be, though the fences all are gone. And the faithful hound keeps watch for me till the morning brings me home. The farm was gone, just blackened stone. The fields were stripped and bare. Yet on the ridge came a mournful sound, a cry through the autumn air. A ragged hound with a milky eye, still guarding the broken gate. He howled once soft, then wagged his tail. The boy was not too late. Oh, Shenandoah, hush your tears. The war's long shadow fades. The years were cruel, but love still steers through ruin and through graves. For the land will heal and hearts will mend, though the pain still lingers on. And the faithful hound lay down again, for the boy was finally home. The snow fell down through Virginia pines, in the wilderness dark and wide. A gray coat boy from Carolina lay where the cold wind cried. His hand still held his rifle tight, his breath a ghost in the frost. He whispered home to the pale moonlight, then silence took the lost. Now the moss grows where the blood once ran, and the roots hold fast to the land. Time buried his bones and the forest plan to cradle both steel and man. Where the oak trees split and the seasons flee, sleeps a soul and his musket free. The war forgot, but the woods still see that rifle in the tree. The springtime came with the robin song and covered his coat of gray. No bugle call, no battle throng, just leaves where the fallen lay. His name was carved by a stranger's hand on bark that slowly grew, and through the years in that quiet land, the trunk his rifle drew. Now the moss grows where the blood once ran, and the roots hold fast to the land. Time buried his bones and the forest plan to cradle both steel and man. Where the oak trees split and the seasons flee, sleeps a soul and his musket free. The war forgot, but the woods still see that rifle in the tree. No drum, no march, no mournful bell, just snow and a sigh through the pine.
The forest keeps its secret well, a grave with no battle line. Now the moss grows where the blood once ran, and the roots hold fast to the land. Time buried his bones and the forest plan to cradle both steel and man. Where peace took root and the years run free, the wind hums his elegy, and the oak still guards eternally that rifle